Hi, everyone. Have you ever had the problem of a creative block around an important project? Well, I've been working on a book for about 2 years now, and I just can't seem to finish writing it. So, I thought that I would whet my creative sensibilities through Paris, the city of light, the city of love, and the city of creativity, which has inspired some of the greatest painting and artwork of all time. So, let's see if I can solve the problem of my creative block and have a transformational experience that might somehow give you insight into your own creative process. If there's one place to start with the creativity of Paris, it must be in the bakeries. So, as soon as I took the train from the airport and landed in the heart of the city at Châtelet de Hall, I immediately went to Store Bakery. Store was founded by the pastry chef of King Louis XV. It's been around for literally centuries, and it has the most beautiful desserts and pastries that I've ever seen in my life. I decided that I would go ahead and get two pastries for my breakfast. I got the most beautiful croissant I've ever seen in my life and a chocolate eclair caramel salé, which is much easier to eat than it is to pronounce. The first two times I went to Paris, about 6 years ago or so, I ate every pastry in every bakery. I ate the whole city. And the third and fourth time that I went to Paris, maybe 3 or 4 years ago or so, I was in the middle of a multi-year long commitment to not eat sugar and flour. And, I was skinny, I looked good, and I was absolutely miserable. And I still can't believe that I went to Paris, France, and did not have a baguette or a croissant or, a tart. I don't know what I was thinking. So I really wanted to see if, while I was in this process of lighting my creative fires, if I could eat in a new way, if I could find the gray area, the middle ground, where I enjoyed the food without overeating. So let's see how that went in my first breakfast in Paris. I hope it tastes as good as it looks. Mm, absolute heaven. So I have one more selection from store. Um, it is in this beautiful blue box. Christmas came in August this year. So, is it a cigar? Is it a candle? What could it be? A chocolate eclair caramel salé. Oh my god, so delicious looking. Mmm. Look at the insides. Look at the insides. Just beautiful. So, as I walked around Paris, I came across a beautiful chocolate shop called A la Mère de Famille, the mother of the family. And there are all sorts of artistic chocolates. For example, the fruit in the shot here is not actually fruit, it's chocolate. And just a few blocks down, I saw Chez Mounier. I was immediately drawn into Chez Mounier for three reasons. First of all, the line outside. Okay, if there's a waiting line in Paris, France for a bakery, you know it must be good. So that was the first draw. The second draw was looking at the window and seeing that they had several awards that they had won for their croissants. And the third was looking in the window at the beautiful pastries and realizing, okay, this is my heaven. I have to stop here. And right across the street was a beautiful chocolate shop. And I got some those beautiful macaroons in the shop there to bring home to Oslo to my friends. Eventually, I got hungry enough to stop for a sandwich and decided that I would have my dessert at that point. And so I opened my beautiful box from Chez Mounier and enjoyed the wonderful millefeuille. I had never had any before, and I loved the sort of graham crackery crust, contrasted really nice with the cream and chocolate inside. And the vanilla bean topping was just exquisite. For the second and third day I was in France, I visited friends of mine about an hour south of Paris, and they fed me well and took care of me, to say the least. But my final day, I went back into the city to see the Louvre and some other sites. And on the way to the airport, I stopped at this wonderful boulangerie named Eric Kaiser to get some bread to take home to friends. I also had a bit of bread myself. My favorite was the pistachio apricot bread. I mean, what could go wrong with that, right? And even in the airport, there were more pastry shops. La Durée is a beautiful looking, sort of fantastical macaron shop. I didn't stop. I already had my stomach and my belly full from all of the wonderful delicacies of Paris. But I did have a small little dinner at the gate while I was waiting for my flight. It was a sort of a bread roll of raisins and walnuts in wheat, and it was so wonderful. One of the best breads I've ever eaten in my life. So there were two challenges on my trip to Paris. The first was to see if I could find creative inspiration, and in realizing part of that was enjoying the food of Paris, to see if I could not overeat, but also not restrict myself to the point that I couldn't enjoy the natural human privilege and experience of good food. And what I learned from that, how I was transformed, is I realized that I had come to peace with food. So what I realized is that it's very human to enjoy pleasant things in life, and that enjoying the wonderful things of life actually inspires creativity. To be around good food, good smells, beautiful shops, friends that you care about. These are the things of life. As I was enjoying the food, I was having all sorts of little insights about how I could bring details out in this book that I'm working on. The way that these French bakers bring the details of the butter and the cinnamon and the vanilla and all of it together to create an experience that you can't get anywhere else on earth. Thanks for watching, and until next time, please remember that the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button and check out my travel playlist to see the 6 other videos that I made during my recent trip to Paris. Thanks, and as the Parisians say, au revoir.